When your personal life is not sorted, your professional life also goes for a toss. So I told you from the beginning, it was not a very hunky-dory marriage, and we had a lot of trouble in the marriage. And the trouble reached a place where we got separated. Son was alienated from me. I was alienated from my son. Filed divorce. We filed many matrimonial cases.
Hello, friends, and a very warm welcome to our channel Indian Intellectual. It's a pleasure to be connected with you every time. So, friends, just in case you are watching this video for the first time or you have visited our channel for the first time, I would request you to subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications as and when we are uploading new videos. Thank you very much for your support. Friends, in today's episode of our series Learning with Lalit, we are going to talk on a very important subject, which is about relationship with your partner. So to talk on this subject and share the insights with us, we have a very important guest who is a relationship coach and also a twice best-selling author. So friends, please join me and let's welcome Mr. Jatin Gupta, who is also known as Inspiring Jatin, on our show and take the discussion forward. Hi, Jatin, and welcome to our
Hello.
channel Indian Intellectual and to this series Learning with Lalit. It's great to have you here. And so, should I call you what? Inspiring Jatin or Jatin Gupta?
See, I'm popularly known as Inspiring Jatin because of the work I do. I doubt if any of my clients or any of my colleagues, when I say colleagues from the fraternity of coaching, if anybody knows my full name, in fact, they have to ask for my full name. So I'm known as Inspiring Jatin, and I would like to be called Inspiring Jatin. That's the work I do.
Great, fantastic. So, Inspiring Jatin, welcome to this series and let's get started. So, as you are aware, today we are going to talk about your journey as an author, as a coach, and also about the book which you have published recently. Yeah, so before we start, compliments and congratulations for publishing your second book. And I came to know that it has also hit a bestseller on Amazon recently.
It is in the list of bestseller. I'm yet to hit. Yeah, it's actually hit number one recently. So
Great, great.
yes.
So, Jatin, before we move forward, why don't you share a brief background of yours? Where do you come from? What do you do? So, let's get started.
Sure. As you know, my real name is Jatin Gupta, right? And I was born and brought up in Delhi, Lalit. So I'm the only prince of my parents. That's what. And I was born in a middle class family, and I've grown alone because I had no siblings. I have no siblings. Now, my journey of, if I go back and look at my journey of childhood, it has not been very fulfilling because I was bullied throughout my school days, right? So I've spent my journey, I've spent my childhood in being bullied, and also I've not hidden the fact that I've stayed in a family, I've grown in a family where I had seen, my parents, my family fighting most of the times. I've grown amongst this functional family alongside being bullied. So these two things were happening simultaneously while I was growing in my childhood, teenhood, and then reached the adulthood. But I did not know the impact of that. Of course, nobody knows the impact of what you're going through on your present and on your future. Now, unfortunately, I lost my father when I was 16.
Oh,
So I had no choice but to look after the entire house on my own. So the moment I passed my school, I started working into BPOs. So I started working in call center. There was one industry that is still one industry that pays you really well without any qualification, without any required skill set. All you need is spoken English skills, which fortunately I had because of my schooling. So I started working, I had to let go all of my dreams, all of my passion, and just had to work towards earning money, bread and butter for the family. And while I was growing into BPOs, while I was continuing my career, Lalit, I identified a passion for being a trainer. So in the journey, I got promoted to the trainer level, then the management level. So I've spent my 14 years into BPOs. But one thing that kept bothering bothering me was, the corporate tactics, the corporate politics. Somewhere, I had always been a victim of corporate politics, and you're also from corporate. I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. So I said, okay, I'm growing, I'm getting promoted, but I don't have that sense of fulfillment. I always felt this is not where I belong to, you know. And during the duration of working, I also got married, 5 years ago, and that's where exactly I started to realize that there was something wrong in my life, because my marriage started, when I say started falling apart, from the beginning, except for the first 2 months, 3 months, things were not hunky dory, Lalit.
Okay.
And I've always been very vocal about it, because that was a real test of my life, where I got to know that there is something I'm not able to adjust with the person. There are certain things which I don't want to change. I wanted certain things my way. So I did not know what's going on. So I kind of got trapped into my personal life. And I'm sure you'll agree that when your personal life is not sorted, your professional life also goes for a toss. And Lalit, I have to tell you, I don't believe in the concept of work-life balance. It doesn't work.
True.
Okay. In fact, my mentor says, and I firmly believe that if your personal life is not sorted, you try your best, you try your luck hard, you won't be able to stabilize the way you should in any other area of life, right? And that is where I was stuck in a professional, a trap, personal trap, and I reached a point, Lalit, where I wanted a way out.
True.
And with the help of my manager, I attended a transformation program, a life transformation program. It was a 3-day workshop. To be honest, those 3 days, it just turned up my life upside down. I was looking at, we all look at things from, of course, our perspective, the way we've grown, the way we've lived our life, and we call it wiring, Lalit. Just for everybody who's
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
this show, certain incidents that happen in a life, our mind, our subconscious mind creates certain experiences around it. So all your experiences, all your fears, uh, all those traumas, good experience, bad experiences, it gets stored in subconscious. Okay. And when you have a similar incident without you knowing, your subconscious will trigger those responses, those reactions. And that was happening with me in my life. And this is what I realized when I attended that 3-day workshop. So Lalit, that was a stepping stone to become a life coach. Now I went for my transformation. I definitely started my track of transformation, but at the same time, when I saw so much of pain around me, apart from my pain, there were bigger pains than I had. There were so many people sobbing, weeping out of their own cry, out of their own pain. I said, oh my God, my pain is nothing. These guys have struggled more than I have struggled. So that was a time when I saw my coach. He was
Yeah.
getting all blessings, all positive vibes from people, all thankfulness, all gratefulness for him for giving breakthroughs to me and to so many people. I said, what a role, what a position to be in, where you are transforming others' lives. And that is where I decided that, you know what? Yes, I want to transform. At the same time, I want to transform people's life. And that was the seed that was incepted in me thanks to that workshop. So that's the journey of Jatin Gupta turning into Inspiring Jatin. That was a background of becoming Inspiring Jatin.
Awesome, Jatin. I would say, as your name goes, Inspiring Jatin. So if I see right from your childhood, the journey which you went through, losing father at early age, taking up the responsibilities, getting into corporate world, then growing through the ranks and becoming a trainer, and then a paradigm shift to the world of coaching. So that's really inspiring. And I could relate to you how it means, losing your father at an early age, because my father also went through a similar kind of a situation where,
Yeah.
as soon as he passed off the school, he lost his father. So taking up the responsibility of the family, it really means a lot. And needless to say, your name suits you to the T. So yes, it's inspiring
Thank you.
to the T.
Thank you.
Great. So as I can see in your background, also you have published your second book, Rescue or Romance. So let our viewers know, because I have some idea. But let's tell us something about what inspired you to write, and how did you venture into the world of writing?
Sure. So you want to know what inspired me to write this book or what inspired me to be an author?
Be an author, because this is the second book, if I know correctly, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, Lalit, as I said, when that thought got incepted in my mind that I really have to help people, I have to transform lives. And when I entered this journey of coaching, I realized reading is really important for you to increase your knowledge and also get widen your reach of learning and also impacting lives. So while I was reading books, I said, if I am reading, if I am getting inspired from others' books, and this is one platform that is easier to reach out to people, it's easily accessible to people, it's economical to people. So how can I reach out to mass audience, people who cannot afford coaching services but still want to know your story, still want to know how they can inspire their lives? In fact, a lot of people don't even know why to reach out to a coach, what can coach do to them, because people generally think coaching means it's a psychiatric issue, it's a mental health issue, and that is what I have tried to break in my first book, Lalit. So my inspiration to write the first book is based on one of the clients story. One of my clients who got transformed during the journey of transformation with me with my coaching services, because there were a couple of similarities between my client's story and my story. I was really inspired to put his story on paper and reach out to people that how he had a miserable life. Okay, of course, his name is changed because of confidentiality
True.
matters. So that character has been named as Kabir. So the first book's character Kabir had again gone through bullying, but just not bullying. He was also molested during his childhood, and how how that kind of those experiences wired his mind, and how he became a rebel, an aggressive guy whose defense was always on. So I said, I'm sure this could be many people's story. And generally, Lalit, as you're a man too, men generally don't talk about their pain. Men do not want to show the vulnerable side of them.
Yeah.
And that is where they keep thinking and they get into overthinking, stress, depression, and a lot of other things. So I wanted to portray Kabir's character to all, especially to men, to show that what life can give you if you take ownership of fixing it. So that was the reason I got inspired to write my first book and reach out to many at the same time. And just to highlight for you and the audience that my first book had hit the number one selling tag within 24 hours of its launch.
That's amazing. Compliments to you, because that's pretty fast.
Yes. Yes, and that was all organic. There was all organic sales, organic reach, and it was very overwhelming for a first-time author to get a best-selling tag within 24 hours. I was really overwhelmed, and I thank universe and God for putting me into a place where I could write. I could never imagine, Lalit. My English was always good. I don't want to lie about that, but I never thought I could write a book,
Yes.
like putting somebody's story into a structure, putting your critique into it, putting research into it, and that was all done during lockdown, Lalit. So my lockdown kind of became a boom for me. While I will also share what inspired me to write my second book. So it was a bane for a lot of people. It became a boom for me because I kind of became an author, and also I would say a best-selling author. Now there was inspiration to write the book. Now the second book, as the name says, Rescue Your Romance. It's me and my wife on the cover page, and the reason I have put my a couple picture on the book is because it's connected to my own story. Now, after becoming a coach, Lalit, I realized that I have my story. My story can inspire the world, and people love to learn from examples, from live examples, instead of creating stories, right? So again, I've been very vocal about my separation, Lalit. So in the 5 years of marriage, so I told you from the beginning, it was not a very hunky-dory marriage, and we had a lot of trouble in the marriage. And the trouble reached a place where we got separated.
Okay.
Way before the lockdown, we started living separately, and a point reached where there was no communication with each other, and I also have a son who's 4.5 years old now, and in all of this, the son was alienated from me. I was alienated from my son. So as a coach, I knew the impact also that would be causing on the child. So in all of this, we reached a stage where we had to hit the court of law. So our marriage reached the court. We filed divorce. We filed many matrimonial cases. So it seemed like it's all over, right?
Yeah.
And it was a 14-month separation, Lalit, and I would never want to go back and revisit those days, and I would not want any couple to even hit that phase even for a minute. And that was the inspiration, Lalit. I wanted to reach out to people to give them a product that would give them easy hacks. I also know as a reader, people generally don't finish their books.
Right.
Hence, I've kept the book to be very short, very crisp. I've tried in the 5 years of marriage, I've tried to put things that were missing in us. And just not in us, Lalit, because I also coach couples, I also do relationship coaching. This was my overall analysis, amalgamation of my own experience, as well as the analysis of my client situations. And the reason I am in a position to be able to put this book across to the world is because we have defeated divorce. My wife and I have defeated the divorce. We come back, we are back together after 14 months of separation. So this was the inspiration, and this book only I launched after we got back, though I was writing while we were separated. But I didn't want to be in a position to go to the audience when my own marriage wasn't really in a good state. So this was my inspiration to write the second book, Lalit.
Right, Jatin. So first of all, congratulations to you and your wife. You said a very apt term, defeating the divorce. So you were able to defeat it, and now you guys are back together. So that's a good thing, and I'm sure that it will be having, a very good impact on your son as well, as you said, because he was caught in the mid, and this is going to certainly help him. And what you stated, so what I can also relate to you, as you rightly said, that many people are apprehensive of availing the coaching services. So they have that thought in the mind that it is not for the normal people. However, the fact remains that coaching is for progressive. So if you want to progress faster, you should go for coaching. And there the book comes in handy. So even one of the reasons why I ventured into the writing world and became an author was to reach out to wider population and create an impact. So I can see, on both these points, we are quite similar. And that was also one of your reasons why you wrote the book. And your first book was about the transformation journey of your, participant of the program, and the kind of transformation he witnessed while going through the program and his journey, combined with a little bit of fiction, as you write. And the second book is more about you as an individual, right? So
the second book, I would say I haven't portrayed my character in the book at all. It has more of a self-help books for anybody who's struggling with relationship or who wants to learn how to ensure the relationship doesn't go haywire. So I haven't put a character in place in the second book, but I've directly put the solutions, the secrets of mastering the love life. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So now let's talk about the second book only. And when we say rescue your romance, so who is this target segment for this book? Who should read it, and why should they read it?
Lalit, I would say everybody should read it. People who are married, not married, want to get married, about to be married, or about to be divorced, they should definitely read this. So the reason I'm saying everybody should read this book is because everybody gets into love. Love is a human need. It's a psychological need. right?
Yes.
It is also clearly mentioned in Maslow's need of hierarchy as well, that love and being loved it plays a very important role. So I'm sure nobody would want to deny out in the world that I don't want to be loved. It's a human need. You can't deny it, right? So one day or the other, you will get into a love relationship. You will get into marriage or into engagement, into a relationship, whether a boyfriend, girlfriend, or any kind of relationship, a love relationship. You wouldn't want your relationship to reach a point where it's ugly, where you don't want to talk to each other, or where it just generally breaks, right? So in this book, Lalit, I have tried to portray how simple things can also fix the relationship, because I believe in one principle here, that this is one relation, Lalit, which you generally get to choose. Like if you
Yes.
talk about your parents, your siblings, you don't choose those relationships. They come to you by default. So when God has given you an opportunity to choose a relationship, and you call that relationship a soulmate, you are with
Mhm.
soulmates. So when
Yeah.
that is the foundation of the relationship, why not put the efforts to sustain it? Because people think, generally people do, Lalit, for people it's easy to run away. People don't want to own things, and this is a
Mm.
human behavior. People just want to run away. They find it more easier than fixing it, right? So from my personal experience, I've tried to tell people that if you think breaking up is easy, I'm sorry, definitely it is not. I have been there, I have done that, I have suffered. It is not at all easy to break a relationship, at least a relationship where love exists, right? Where love doesn't
Yes.
exist, that relationship will anyways not last. You both would want to
Mm.
leave each other. But in a situation where you want to fix it, this is a book for those people who believe that love can be fixed. Instead of breaking, I would want to make it. And this is like a hack for all those people out there who want to master their love life.
Okay, so anyone who is in love, looking for love, so that he should read the book to get the nuggets from you how to go in a relationship and not do the kind of mistakes which probably you did.
Yes,
So I think, yeah, so
exactly.
so the book talks about what not to do, and I'm sure then there will be something which you should do, which you should have which I have mentioned about it. So great. So what I
Yes.
understand, this book is an outcome or an extract of your journey into your relationship. So you saw the ups and downs, and that's the essence which you have, put in paper in form of your book, right?
Yes. Correct.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. So target segment is clear, and it's an outcome of your transformation. So we always look for some quick tips and hacks. Would you like to spell out something from your book which readers, or the viewers who are watching this interview can take some wisdom out of it and apply it?
The one hack which has been my personal experience or personal favorite is take ownership. You know, this is one of the most difficult things for humans, is to take ownership. We generally run away from situations. जहाँ थोड़ी difficulty आती है, we just don't want to face it. We think breaking up is much easier than just getting into deeper and fixing it. But that's not the truth. So one of my favorite hacks, just not for relationship, in fact for any situation in life, whether it's career, it's a relationship with parents, with friends, with your partner, take ownership of the relationship, take ownership of the situation, and
Yes.
create possibilities of fixing it and not breaking it or not running away from it. That's one. That is second one that I in fact shared on my book launch as well. That operate from commitment and not with your feelings. I
Yeah.
repeat, operate from commitment and not with your feelings, which means when you're feeling, see, when you're feeling is fluctuating.
Yep.
It's always fluctuating. You will have good moods, you will have bad moods. So
Mm.
if you operate from feelings, you will never be happy in anything because your moods will keep changing. But if there is a commitment, for example, if there is a commitment to make this marriage work, even if you have fights, ugly fights at times because you've had a bad day or you've had a bad mood, you will not think on the lines of breaking the marriage or
Yeah.
getting separated because in mind, you're operating through commitment of making this marriage work. So
Mm.
you will never move towards the opposite side. In fact, for anything, I'm sure if you take an example of your own life, let's say in career, if you're not doing good, and if you feel bad about it, of course you feel upset about it, and you get into that zone. If you operate from that feeling, you will get deeper into that zone.
Yeah.
But if you operate from the commitment of coming out of it, and I will make it, whether it takes me months, years, I will make it, you will never be disappointed or
True.
discouraged, or you will not procrastinate anything to do with your career. And that's what
Yes.
I apply in my life. I'm only sharing what I practice. I never share what I don't practice. So these two things I started to practice when I became a coach. So I actually practice what I coach. I don't preach, but I coach. So ownership and operating from commitment and not from your feelings.
Right, right. So yeah, I can totally resonate with you on that point, Jatin, because since I am also into transformational coaching, and one of the things which we discuss about very often is about taking the responsibility and ownership. Because most of the
Yeah.
times when things are not going the right way, we blame external environment, we blame the people around us, anyone and everyone, but for self. So it
Yeah.
connects to that point. You take ownership of your actions, commitment, which you rightly said, and commitment keeping in mind the consequences which are going to be. So you are committed in a relationship. There was a reason why you did it. You entered into that relationship. So keep that thing in mind. And also, when you feel like giving up, whether relationship or career or any other area, also think about the consequences. So if you are
Yeah.
doing something, what is going to be the result of that? So that's very, very important. So great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jatin. So
I
totally
always
resonate
tell
to me. And
people.
these are two powerful tips which I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You absolutely rightly said. In fact, I also tell people that books, though I'm an author myself, but books can definitely motivate you. They can inspire you to take action. But books will never transform your life. Books
Absolutely.
will never transform your life. So it can inspire you to take action, but getting
Mm.
the right direction, what all you should do, what motivates you, what demotivates you, getting into your blind spots, like Johadi's
Yes.
window says, things you don't know that you don't know. And a coach can help you get into that blind spot, tap into the blind spot. And let me tell you, the coaching is all about tapping into blind
Yes.
spots. And that's where the
Absolutely.
breakthrough happens. That's where the
Yes.
breakthroughs happens, because you say, oh my God, I did not even know this. Right? And that's
Yes.
where you get into the zone of getting into blind spots, coming up with breakthroughs.
Yes. So rightly said, Jatin. So books give you inspiration. They inspire you to act. But ultimately, once you get associated with a coach or a mentor, it takes you through that path. So books show you
Yeah,
the path, what you need to do. Then coach is someone who gets along with you, takes you down that path so that you get the actual outcome. So
absolutely.
that is how it comes. So great, Jatin. It was an amazing discussion with you. And so for my viewers, so the link of the book Rescue Your Romance is in our description box. So guys, I would recommend you, if you are in relationship and even if you are happy, you are not having any problem, do read this book. And I'm sure you are going to get some nuggets so that you know what you should not do, because that is also very,
Yeah.
very important for you knowing what not to do. So before we sign off, any parting advice for us and the viewers, Jatin?
I want to thank you, Lalit, for giving this opportunity, because you have such great content on your YouTube. I've gone through some videos. In fact, your book shares such amazing snippets of increasing productivity. We've also discussed that. So, thank you for having me on your platform, giving me an opportunity to reach out to your audience and share my story, my journey about my book. Thank you so much. And the wrapping advice for people is that it's a tagline of my first book, and I simply love it. That shit happens in life. Your happiness is your responsibility.
Yes.
Nobody else is going to make you happy. It's your responsibility, and shit happens. And it is
Yes.
supposed to happen, right? Nobody promised us that life will be hunky dory. Nobody. If somebody did, they did a bad job. by saying life will be hunky dory, right? So, last advice, my tagline of first book: shit happens in life, your happiness is your responsibility. So, take the
Absolutely.
responsibility.
Yes, absolutely. Shit happens. Take the ownership, and you yourself have to clean it up. No one else is going to do for. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it was an
Absolutely.
amazing conversation with you, Jatin, and all the best for your book and the journey ahead. And we will be in touch. And I'm sure when you are going to launch your new book, we will be getting in touch once again. Thank you.
Sure.
Take care.
So much. Bye.
Bye bye.